HarperCollins Australia presents Big Love by Brooke Blurton, performed by Brooke Blurton. Content warnings. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people should be aware that Big Love contains descriptions and names of people now deceased. Big Love contains descriptions that may be confronting or disturbing for some listeners, including references to death, suicide and suicide attempts, substance abuse and overdoses, violence, abuse, childhood trauma, sexual assault, homelessness, mental illness, and mental distress. Please be mindful of these and other possible triggers and seek assistance if needed from the resources at the end of this audiobook. This book was written on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and on the traditional lands of the Noongar people living on Whadjuk Noongar Boodja. The author acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which she works and pays respects to elders past and present. Sovereignty has never been ceded. It was and always will be Aboriginal land. The author supports the Uluru Statement from the Heart to achieve justice, recognition and respect for First Nations people and a referendum to enshrine a First Nations voice in the Constitution. For Charlotte, Sienna, Kyandra, Eden, Troy and RJ. Prologue. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't emotional, standing here on the red carpet in front of 3 elders from the Darug Nation, witnessing the first ever Welcome to Country performed to open a season of The Bachelorette. The tears coming from my eyes are genuine. I've never been able to fake it anyway. Everything I feel is always clear to anyone around me. It's just how I am. But this moment is so much bigger than I anticipated. It's not my first rodeo. I've been on this carpet before, and it's difficult to think back to that younger Brooke without feeling a pang of heartbreak for her. At 23, I had no idea what a roller coaster I was stepping onto as a contestant on season 6 of The Bachelor. I remember walking up the red carpet to meet Nick Cummins, the suitor, 2 footballs tucked under my arm while I tried to navigate high heels and a fancy dress, my heart full of hope and excitement. I thought I'd already given everything I could to television when I left that season, heartbroken and still single. But here I am, back again. I guess you could call me a hopeless romantic. In this moment, listening to Uncle Colin Locke welcome us to country alongside Uncle Peter Williams and Uncle Wayne Cornish, I'm reminded that this season of The Bachelorette, its 7th, is about so much more than my own quest for love. It's about representation. It's about community and claiming a space for my people. As the first Aboriginal Bachelorette, I'm making my own mark on history. I'm taking a step forward for my people by showing that we can and we should take up space everywhere in Australia, including on one of the biggest spots on free-to-air television as The Bachelorette. I've spent my entire life fighting the stereotypes and misconceptions about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, which have been our cross to bear since invasion. To be standing here now as a hero in my own story, knowing that this Welcome to Country will be screened to hundreds of thousands of Australians across the country, I am filled with pride. You can't be it if you can't see it, Osher says in his introduction, and it's so true. Growing up, I never saw anyone like me in the public eye. I had to use all of my imagination to dream big dreams for myself. I think of the little girls who might watch me when this season airs, who might feel just a little less alone seeing someone like me on their screens, and I feel the certainty again that I've made the right decision by coming back on the show. I haven't taken this decision lightly. I've had my heart broken twice on national television, and it hasn't been easy to bounce back. The last 2 years off screen have been big ones. I have loved again and I have lost again, but I have also healed. I'm ready to find the person I can share the rest of my life with.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?